What's up YouTube? Today in this video we're going to take a quick look at a Strider SMF. This one is a CC version, that stands for a concealed carry. So what that means is it is contoured like you see there, instead of just squared off. Concealed carry. It's contoured titanium side and G10 as well. Instead of just being like a square block, it's contoured. That's what the concealed carry means. And they charge about $70 more on this knife. What's like about $500 for an SMF, and it's about $570 for a CC version, full retail price. So yeah, it's extremely comfortable. You know, the SMF is overly large. I got medium to large size hands, and it's just freaking huge. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, you can just hold it back here like this. You could just reach out and touch people, you know? So I like it. I like having that long ass handle. And you can choke way up, get way up in there. So that's awesome. Just hang out back here. I mean, the jimping just extends all the way back, so you can hang out back here, still have jimping, or you can creep forward, creep way forward, still got jimping. He didn't put jimping anywhere it shouldn't be. I mean, he didn't put it too far up. Like, it just, that's as far up as I'd want to go, and that's right where the jimping stops. So I think that was done perfect. Perfect placement on the jimping. Effective jimping, not harsh, not uncomfortable, just perfect. I love it. I love the jimping. Also, some more jimping back here for the reverse grip, which is, again, extremely comfortable, by the way, because that angle of that handle, it just like fits perfect right there like that. I don't know, for a reverse grip. It almost feels like this part was designed with that in mind, because the thumb just comfortably falls right there and it's jimping there. So excellent ergonomics, I must say. Uses just standard, it looks like Torx hardware here for the handle scales, and proprietary for the pivot. I guess you need like a spanner tool for that. Anyways, I got the flamed titanium with striped blade. This one has a CPM S30V steel. You can see right there, this is made in the US. And just the logo, like, something about this, I'm trying to focus close. It just looks like high quality, how it was done, how that was etched into the blade. I don't know, I'm pretty picky about that stuff. Sometimes manufacturers don't do this right, and I think Strider did it pretty good. Again, over here where it says Strider, it just looks super sharp and perfect how he etched that into the blade there. So this knife carries very well. I've carried it a few times. I don't think I've ever used it, but carries very well. It's not really that noticeable for, or uncomfortable or cumbersome for how big it is, because it's a concealed carry version, and it's actually pretty freaking light for how huge it is. I believe it's like 5.8 ounces for, you know, how massive this thing is. That's pretty good. The overall length is what, 9 inches, with a blade length of 3.9, nearly 4 inches there. So it's got a spear point blade. And this is pretty much a full flat grind. I mean, you can see right there, it's where it stops, but you know, so this one should slice pretty darn good. Yeah, it just uses a standard Strider frame lock with a lock bar, over travel there. There's like these barrels inserted into the titanium frame right there for the handle screws, so you're not screwing directly into titanium. They've done that correctly. So if you took these out and you over tightened them, you wouldn't strip the titanium out. You know, you'd be screwing directly into a stainless steel threaded barrel there that's fitted into the side of the frame, so that's nice. Of course, it has like this, they don't use standoffs or backspacers. It's just all integral part of the G10. This was all milled out of one big piece. That's why it travels over here. So again, that's a pretty awesome design. I love the pocket clip. It's super freaking tight. You will not lose this thing. Some people complain that it's too tight. I love it. So that's it. Blade centering on this is a little off, but no rubbing. Super smooth. Nice early lockup. It's not really much of a free dropper. You know, it's a Strider, but really smooth overall. It has a bit of lock stick. I've just opened and closed this a bunch of times, so it's fairly well broken in. Has a bit of lock stick, not bad. You know, that's not uncomfortable on the thumb to open and close. But overall, you know, just an awesome knife. What can I say? I love Striders. I'm a Strider fan through and through. Emerson, Strider, whatever. These knives are awesome. So, concealed carry is a little smooth. That's the only thing. But they do make a dual gunner grip if you want something a little more traction. So they have all the flavors. Just take your pick. There's the black G10 with the flamed TI with the tiger stripe blade, and I love it. I really do. So you can open it with the thumb. You can flick it open, which I kind of suck at. I need to do some wrist action to get that sucker to actually deploy. It's not like a Spyderco that you can just flick out like nothing, but that has to do, I mean, look at that blade stock. It's hella thick, and that's a long ass blade. That blade weighs a freaking ton. This handle weighs like nothing. You know, it's not. Look at the balance point. A little front heavy, yeah. Anyways, pretty sick knife overall. I love it. I'd say pick yourself up a Strider. Made in the USA. Just an awesome little folder. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.